Hey there, folks. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. For those of you that don't know me by now, I specialize in helping folks just like yourself all over the country, basically just get the most out of your higher ed retirement plan. The latest questions I've received, the more popular questions I've received in the last few days is, should I use a financial advisor for my higher ed retirement plan? And so I'm going to address that question and answer it in two different parts. Maybe answer that part of the question for those that shouldn't and those that should. Okay, so let's start with the should, the ones that maybe should look for a financial advisor. And this is absent of the TIAA and Fidelity. They dominate higher ed retirement plan space, absent of those employees of the respective companies. I don't view them as your financial advisor. They don't have a fiduciary role in that regard. Should, okay, let's tackle the should part. A good example is that this morning I spoke to an individual in the Missouri system where the strategy we implemented he had a few $100,000 in the TI traditional. I went over a strategy that upped his payout rate, its interest that he's getting from that TI traditional by 0.75%, okay? And that's in perpetuity. So right there, he got some value for a financial advisor that he's been with TI for 30 years, never even knew about this, okay? Now, piggybacking off that, a good advisor, a good competent financial advisor that's not hungry for assets. There's all kinds of those folks out there hungry for income, okay? Shouldn't charge on that, which I didn't. So he had a few $100,000. We implemented this strategy, bumped his interest from TI traditional 0.75%. I'm not charging him on that money, okay? Again, we're on the the should part of having an advisor. He also had other monies with 6, 7 different contracts. He's getting ready to retire. So I quarterback the situation, implementing outside assets. So money's in TIA, we're going to roll over. Money's going to keep with TIA together, coordinated a very good, acceptable game plan that this gentleman and his wife liked. Okay, and so there's value added there. Now, a lot of advisors out there aren't familiar with TIAA. So this individual, like I said, he became a client, went to a financial planning seminar, and very nice person, financial advisor, of course, that held the seminar, was not pressuring him, but telling him he needs to take everything out that he could from that TIAA platform. And the reason being is that advisor can't charge while it's in the TI platform. Okay, so this advisor was monetarily, it's advantageous to him monetarily if the prospect takes the money out of the TIA platform, right? So you kind of have to put two and two together. What you're looking for, if you do use an advisor, I think it's advantageous for those that are close to retirement for sure within the higher ed retirement plans space, because there's so many different strategies that you can implement depending upon what you want to accomplish. So paying that 1%, now I stress this, um, I think a competent advisor these days with costs being compressed, no more than 1%. That's the highest, my opinion. Okay, the highest you should be charged is 1% and not be charged on assets held in TIAA traditional. Okay, it's very important. Now, there's maybe some variables, but that kind of came to mind this morning, so I want to share with you on the should part. Shouldn't, okay, this is leaning towards maybe you shouldn't have a financial advisor. Those that are younger, looking just to sock money away and be aggressive. Okay, you're limited in your choices, anyways, with TIAA for the most part. They don't have brokerage link, which we're not going to open that can of worms. So just sock your money away. Make sure though, you're aware of TI traditional and the restrictions thereabouts around the liquidity. But if you're an aggressive investor, which typically is synonymous with younger, sock your money away, look at the equity part, divvy up your monies, keep the expenses down, which TI Crest is notorious for. Not really a big need for a financial advisor until you get closer to retirement. You can always call TIAA in this regard or Fidelity, but specifically on the TIA side, if you're about to enter that TI traditional, just get some information around that when it comes to the liquidity part. But again, younger employees, sock that money away. Not a huge need for a financial advisor. Crush your debt and put away as much as you can. That's about it. I got more to talk about, but that's just kind of came off the top of my head there. If you want to talk about your situation, of course, and I'm very straightforward, okay, maybe to a fault. I'll let you know if I can add value. By the way, I'll close with this. Any financial advisor you do hire to help you out, that person, he or she, needs to justify, prove to you and the SEC if they get audited that they're putting you in a better place. Okay, now that can be defined a few different ways, but ask this new advisor, if you're looking to hire one, what can you do? What will you do to put me in a better place than I am now? Now, again, piggybacking off that a little bit, the ones that should use a financial advisor, if you haven't used one before, obviously your costs are going to go up, okay? Because that financial advisor is not going to work for free, right? So again, ask the advisor, how are you going to put me in a better position than I am now? And it should be a very black and white answer. There is no gray area, okay? So remember that. All right, folks, that's enough for today. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. Go out and have a good one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.